What's up, guys? How are we doing today? I feel fantastic. Everything seems to be going really well, and it's good to get some updates from the man Forex Shark. So I want to make sure that I say that this is not financial advice. Do your own thing, right? This is just what I'm telling myself and what I'm doing with my own money. But I truly believe that it is my last chance to get single-digit drip. We got word from the Forex Shark camp that we are looking at announcing the launch date potentially next Tuesday. So I don't know if you guys have seen my last videos, but that was the date I called, that he would wait till the very end of the month on a Tuesday and he would drop that news, and it sounds like that's probably what's going to happen. So why don't we quickly touch on Forex Shark's last thing that he shared, just to go over it real quick. I'll give you my 2 cents and we'll close it out. We'll make this a nice easy one. All right, first off, he says he's got an interview tomorrow, Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern with Mike the Investor. He actually spelled this wrong. I am Scott the Investor. It's Mike the Investor. So he spelled this wrong. It was funny. Mike the Investor. Please go check out his channel. He's kind of become a buddy of mine. So I'm super excited that he's actually getting this this AMA real quick with Forex. Again, he's got 76,000, 77,000 subscribers. So a nice big channel. Super cool dude. So this should actually be pretty exciting and very bullish for the price. He does say that as above, posted some screenshots of the new drip UI that we will be pushing before the launch of Scratchy. I think this is a good idea. I've said all along, if you're launching these other new projects, why not just pump out the new UIs? So all that marketing drives people to really professional looking stuff. Like, I still got a little bit of nostalgia for this old school drip UI, and I'm gonna feel good that I was like in the second wave of whales, right? You got Stunna Breezy and Ray and all those guys that were, you know, Thomas G, all the guys that were there early on, that bought in really early on and have made millions from this. And then you kind of got guys like Driptopian, Drip Coach, Drip Talk, JC Crypto, dare I say Beach Office 365. I think that's kind of the next level of whales, and those are just the YouTubers. There's plenty of people out there that have put a ton of money in here that don't make videos, but they're the silent whales. But I'm excited that I'll be kind of in that new wave, and we'll remember, all of us that if you're watching this right now, you're probably already in drip. We'll remember the day when it had the old UI, and we'll kind of laugh about it, how funny it was. This new one is really professional looking, and I'm a professional type investment aesthetics type of guy, so I actually really like this. I think it's going to be better than the old one. Looks more professional, and I think it was Buster Grills. Shout out to Buster Grills. He's always commenting on my light. And for Busta, I changed the color so the contrast looks right. So if this is like a weird, like even a normal yellow color, the way it looks with my key light up here is it like completely changes the color of my face and everything. It just doesn't look very good. So if you're wondering why I always make this thing purple or blue or whatever, it has to do with the contrast of this light up here. So shout out to Buster Grill for always enjoying my lamp colors. Anyway, I digress. This looks really clean. And what Buster Grill said is he would feel more comfortable putting his credit card in on this website than he would, the current UI. And I think that makes a lot of sense. People that are just getting into this area of finance, first off, they don't know how unprofessional it is, because it's the Wild West, right? Lots of rug pulls, lots of crazy stuff going on. So if they land on some of these websites, there's no chance that they're investing because they look so terrible. But this one is going to look really clean. It's going to draw people in. It's going to have that fiat onboarding and fiat offboarding. And so it's really going to kind of change the game. And I think this will give us an opportunity to do some advertising on here. It will make a lot of sense if there's just a link here to Scratchy, so you can, go buy your drip scratch tickets or whatever. Anyway, the point of this is a much more professional looking website. And for the traditional investor, this is more what they're used to seeing, which will make them more comfortable, which will make them more willing to invest more money. And ultimately, that's what we want. That's what you want with any investment. So even though we like the old nostalgic type, this is very clean. So I'm really digging it, and I'm really excited to see what type of feedback we get from the community and new investors when they see this. So of course he's launching that. As you can see, much cleaner, more professional design. I agree. It also has a much better team airdropping system and multiple new products, which will support the faucet and reservoir. Multiple new products, to me, that means Scratchy. That might mean the layer 2, the V2 version of what the reservoir is going to be, in the more gamified version of the drip faucet. So I'm really interested to see what those metrics are, how those contracts work. Just in general, I'm very excited about this move. I've wanted it for a long time. We've been talking about it happening for a long time. So the basic stuff you've got here, and then you add in a little sprinkle of the Dev Street Genius so we can see some more analytics actually on the screen. And I think this is a recipe for success right here. I was critical of pumping out a new UI early on because I just wanted the system to work and work well. Now I'm very much of the opinion that this, combined with the marketing they're doing, will actually make a pretty big impact. So I'm stoked about it. He goes on to say, we will be announcing the Animal Farm launch date next Tuesday. So that's Tuesday the 30th. And then we'll go right into a massive marketing campaign once we have this date to promote. So guys, there it is right there. Next Tuesday, we're going to get a date. I anticipate over the next couple days, price fluctuating a little bit, but as we start to creep into a little bit later in the week and this hype builds and more people are seeing these updates, the buying is definitely going to outweigh the selling. We're going to start to see the price tick up. And I don't think after this weekend that we'll maybe ever see a single digit drip again. So again, not financial advice, but I think this is your last chance to get single digit drip. I just bought some additional one. I opened up a second account, dropped 10 in there. I bought some additional drip tokens for this account. I'm not playing around. I am all in on this investment. I'm now playing in basically every part of the ecosystem that's open. And when the farms launch, I'm going to play over there as well. I think that once this all gets launched, it'll open the floodgates. There'll be a lot of initial hype. You'll see a little sell-off, but then we'll just continue to climb because there'll be more transactions. Let's be real transparent about the DeFi space as a whole. A lot of people have hated on drip over the last couple years, basically ever since its inception, so the last 16 months, and none of them have been able to match it. A lot of protocols have come out and lasted a few days to a few months. There's even been a lot of protocols that looked amazing and they made different contract changes, and then it just frustrated the investors to a point that no new investors wanted to come in and the current investors were bailing. So I've seen a lot of other devs be critical of the Animal Farm, drip, the whole ecosystem, but I have yet to see any of those other protocols last and thrive for 6 to 9 months. One of these projects and protocols that I got into probably 4 or 5 months ago looked really good for like 4 months. Everything looked solid. Then they had to start making some contract changes, and now it looks like the thing's going to crash and burn. So what I would recommend to all these other devs who are kind of throwing shade at Forex and the whole ecosystem is you gotta prove yourself before you can take shots at the big dogs. So when all this stuff launches, I think drip will be an obvious king again. I think price action has pulled some people away, but once this stuff launches, I think we'll be in good shape. So what I anticipate is, let me just throw out some random price stuff, obviously not financial advice. I think the launch date gets announced next Tuesday. I think we get into the 11s or so, maybe 12s, right around that time. Just anticipation. People don't want to miss the boat, so they don't want to miss that next move up. There, of course, will be some selling if this thing jumps to 15 bucks real quick. The people who want to get out of the system will sell and try to capitalize on that. So we may see a little bit of choppy behavior, but if the marketing is as good as Forex says it is, he says we've got basically a world-class marketing campaign that has never been done before like this. If it really is as good as he says he is, I think we will 100% over the next 4 or 5 weeks see drip above $25. So I would put my price estimation 5 weeks from now, if the marketing really is legit up to the launch, putting drip between $25, $35, somewhere in there. A lot of people are going to get into drip because they're going to be super excited, but you got to remember, a lot of people are going to wait and use their capital in the farms. That's what we've been waiting for. So rather than just buying drip, a lot of those guys are going to hold that dry powder. As soon as dogs go live, they're buying, they're buying LPs to put in the drip USD part of the farm. A lot of people are going to be buying pigs. So you should see some fluctuations in prices there. But I think a lot of new people will get turned on to the ecosystem. And like I've said 1,000 times, drip is the easiest to understand. It's the foundation for everything. So you'll get some people joining just for that reason. So don't expect, I've seen a lot of price predictions out there expecting well above 50, maybe even to the hundreds. You got to remember, people want to also allocate capital to the animal farm. It's not all about drip, and the marketing is going to be animal farm related. So be optimistic, but be realistic with the price. I do, however, think we're going to see $25 to $35 drip in the next 5-6 weeks. After that, everything opens up, and if the marketing is still legit and everything's going well, I think for sure by the end of the year, if there's no major hiccups and no major shutdowns, and we really do get scratchy launch, that we'll see a 3-figure drip before the end of the year. I don't know that it will get a whole lot above that. It just depends on how everything rolls out, what kind of issues we have, and on what time frame. If scratchy doesn't get launched till December, that's not a lot of time to pump the price, but if it gets launched in late October, we got a couple months left in the year to really get us into triple digits. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited all around. I'm excited for my man, Mike the Investor. He's about to get a well-deserved AMA, and he's a super cool guy. I'm excited to see what happens with the price action. I'm excited for next Tuesday to actually hear the launch date words come out of Forex's mouth. That's pretty exciting. And I'm excited most of all, really, for you guys. I'm excited for you guys to watch your balances go up, right? You guys have taken this journey with me. Almost all of you have stayed really positive, really energetic, and been really patient about just letting this thing roll. And what I'm probably most excited about is that you guys are going to watch all that patience that you had be rewarded. So that's super exciting. So before we go, I want to throw a little love out to some of the new YouTubers out there. First dude I want to call out is this dude, Little Dripper. Go follow his account. He only has 50 subscribers, but the dude is hilarious. He's from the UK. He does these little good reports on drip, but also throws in a lot of like satirical comedy. He makes fun of me all the time. I think it's hilarious. Please go check his channel out. Gosh, I got enough people to watch these videos that we should be able to get him above 100. So if 50 of my subscribers and 50 of you guys are watching right now could go and like and subscribe to his page, watch some of his videos, man. They're funny. They're good updates. So really quality channel. Looks like Jonathan from Drip Farm put out a new video. Good to see him with a female. Starting to get worried for a minute there. This guy, of course, is not new. Ray over at Bartertown. Ray, thank you for the love all the time, man. This guy always is giving me love, so I really do appreciate that. Ray's a controversial figure. Some people love him, some people hate him, but I think there's no doubt that he makes a huge positive impact on the drip community. So shout out to Ray. And my man Drip Coach, he ditched the old super long 11-syllable name and changed it to Drip Coach DF4P. So excited for him, man. He's got a great channel. Go follow him. And then, of course, my man Buster Grill. So 543 subscribers. Again, let's get this dude over 600. He makes awesome breakdowns. He's super funny. Another guy who's always talking about me and Beach Office 365 and making fun of us and stuff. So it's awesome. Here's another channel I thought that was cool. This guy just started pumping out some good drip videos. He commented on my channel, and I was actually looking at his stuff. Let me see. What stuck out to me about this guy is he's just got some positive stuff going on. So this dude was like 400 pounds. He changed his life, got healthy. Now he's like 245. I mean, that's amazing. That's an inspiring story. And this one too, right here. This one, Drip bought him a car. I don't know why it shows I didn't watch it. I definitely watched it. So Drip bought this guy a car. So he's able to make his payments via Drip. And man, that's the dream. Everybody wants to hate on the Drip network, but they don't see the good it's doing out there. So congratulations to this dude. Go check out his channel. He's always posting positive stuff. And last but not least, this dude, he goes by Lene. That's how you pronounce it, just so you know. But he's got some good videos on it, some good strategies, got some great thumbnails. He's got a good one right here on the Drip Garden, that new game that came out. So anyway, shout out to all the new people who are starting up channels. Listen, it's challenging. Oh man, I feel like a dick. I haven't subscribed. Hold on. There we go. I can't come on here and tell you guys to subscribe when I didn't subscribe. Oops. My bad, Lene. Anyway, what I was saying is, it's challenging to turn on the camera and start talking. We get plenty, all of us YouTubers get plenty of hate in the comments. For every 100 likes, there's one guy that's in there complaining about one thing or another, or telling me that I'm not energetic enough, or I should do videos a different way. So when you put yourself out there, it's just challenging. No matter what, you're gonna get some haters and you're gonna get some rough feedback. That is the hardest part. I think people aren't ready for that type of confrontation if they're putting themselves out there. They don't feel like they're an expert, so they feel like if they say something wrong, somebody's gonna clown them or whatever. Don't be worried about that stuff. Just turn the camera on, start telling your story. As long as you're genuine and you're yourself, then the people that are supposed to get it and the people that are supposed to like you are gonna like you. So anyway, that's my short little motivational speech for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the quick update. I'm ready to go. I think we're all about to make a lot of money. Happy investing, guys.